couple of weeks ago, I went to the funeral of one of our great artists, great musician, Max Roach, a drummer who raised the level of drumming, trap set drumming in this country, and for everybody. He was in bebop, but he could play in any genre, in any style. But he brought new rhythms, because it wasn't enough just to have the traditions, the techniques that had gone on before, but he listened to what was going on in the motherland, to the drummers there. And he brought a lot of that and incorporated it into his own drumming. Not only that, but the spirit of the artist that is traditional in the motherland, that of an artist for the people, was in him, and it came out. And so he insisted on being respected as a person and as an artist, as a human being, as an African. And that was during the time of what was called the movement in our country, the civil rights movement. And so he wrote a suite called Freedom Now, I believe it was. And then We Insist. And he was working in the ancient tradition of the drummers who spoke the language, who spoke for the people, who spoke for the royalty. And there were secrets in the drumming that we don't know, because having been brought over here and snatched away from the richness of our culture, we have been settling for just the drum, just the rhythm. But it's more than rhythm, and today we're going to talk about that. What do the drums really say? What did they say at home? What do they say now when we visit Ghana and other countries? So much of our culture that we have maintained, that was brought from the motherland, it has many layers, and we need to learn those layers, because that is how we survived. We've lived them since we were brought over here. But little by little, they're leaving our memory, so we have to work to bring them back. And today, we're going to talk about that. We're going to use the vehicle of rhythm, of drumming, of language, the pairing of the two, what came first, and how they relate to one another. And so by now, again, you have realized that you at Ancestor House, right? So come on in. We're going to talk about what some of our great ancestors gave to us. And it is genius, absolute genius. Come on into Ancestor House so we can talk about it. I'm so glad we are family. I want to shout, we are family, and tell the world we are family, and show the world we are family. Take my hand, brother, we are family. You help me, I'll help you stand. We are family. It's a gift from God. We are family. We're so blessed, we are family. We're the people of Africa. We're the African family. Family home in the motherland. Family scattered across the seas. But wherever we have gone, wherever we may be. Welcome to Ancestor House, this very special spiritual place where every week we tell the story of the great African people. And we always start the telling by bringing to you and sharing with you a short libation. And we begin the libation by, first we praise the mighty one. We praise the one that made us all, who gave us our first dignity as the parents of humanity. Ashe Yao. In Nigeria, among the Yoruba people, they say Ashe. Powerful, powerful. Bring it in. Make it real. In Ghana, among, I think it's the Ga people, they say Yao, Yao. And so I say Yao. Bless this occasion. Bless this day. Bless these truths, these wisdoms that we're sharing today. Then we have to also give praise to our ancestors, those tenacious ones, those brilliant ones, those bad sisters and brothers who loved us more than they loved themselves and who brought us this far. We say, thank you, ancestors. Ashe yao, yao, yao. Ashe yao. Thank you, ancestors. And we have to acknowledge the fact that there are those who do not want us to be our true African selves and who stress and struggle and plot and plan against our becoming again our full selves. And we say here at Ancestor House, let their plotting and planning go back to them. Let it not come to us. Let it go back to them. Ashe yao yao. Because we are the mothers and fathers of humankind. And you know, you have to be what you are. You know that. You can't help it. What's that? The fruit don't fall too far from the tree. Of course, every tree has some rotten fruit. But the majority are sweet fruit, and they have the genius of their ancestors. And so today we're going to talk about some of the genius of our ancestors as it relates to drumming. And we've asked one of the greatest. We've asked one who plays for the royalty in Ghana to come here and play for us today and share some of the rhythms, some of the wisdom of the drum, wisdom of drumming with us today. Our brother's name is Kwasi Akuffo, and he is here with the Atumpan drums, and we're going to ask him to begin to play. Brother Akuffo. Thank you. Thank you, Madasi.
You're welcome.
Let me ask you, brother, you're Asante, you're Ga, you Ewe, which cultural group are you from?
I come from a place northeast of the capital, Accra.
Uh-huh.
It is about 34 miles from Accra. It is a hilly area, a kind of ridge, and we call the place Akwapim.
Akwapim, oh yes,
Akwapim.
I heard of the people, yes.
We have a botanical gardens. As you begin to get on the ridge, we have a place, Aburi. That's where we have the botanical gardens.
Right.
And from Aburi, about 12 miles, we have Akropong. Akropong, that is the traditional capital
Of
Akwapim.
When do you play these drums? On what occasion? Because these are Atumpan.
These are Atumpan
and
drums.
they're very special drums.
Very special drums. It started by my grandfather.
Oh yes, you brought us a photograph.
Yes. My grandfather.
Can you get that in the middle camera? This is him. What was his name?
The name was King Kwasi Akuffo, or Nana Kwasi Akuffo. He started this trend of traditions and customs And he had many sons and daughters, 147 of them.
Oh, my goodness.
But 128 survived.
Okay.
And he taught them the culture of the Akan people, not only Akwapim culture, but culture of the Ashantis.
The Akan people.
The Akan people.
Which incorporates many, many different cultural
many
groups.
different groups.
Okay.
So I grew up seeing my father, my uncles, my aunties singing, telling stories, drumming, and dancing. So it was handed over to the grandchildren.
What were you playing on the drums when we started? What were you?
These tumpang drums, we have the low pitch drum, the male drum, and the higher pitch drum is the female. So when the two pitches come together, they imitate the voice, the human voice,
And the language.
and
then.
the language.
Okay.
So we can compose some signals called language on these drums. So the drummer comes into his office, especially at festival times. When there is festival like Adai festival, we have two Adais. We have one on a Sunday.
What is a dai for? What does that mean?
Adai is remembering the ancestors.
So the country, the people have a day on which they remember the greatness of their ancestors.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. It starts from like Saturday night, and then there is preparation. We have a lot of activity going on in the palace. So the drama will start by playing some of these signals or language, calling the ancestors. Like Ekwapim, we have King Sefori, we have Sechamatinting, we have Kwadade, we have Kwaponcherefo, we have Adodankwa, we have Kwasi Akuffo, and Kwame Fori. So the drama starts by paying tribute to these ancestors.
Yes.
So these are some of the things the drama plays.
What does he play?
Like Ohene is a king. He will call Sefori Brempong, Sefori the Great. Ohene, Sefori Brempong, Uo Bebia Bra. If you've been away, we are calling you to be with us.
I see.
Ohene, Sefori Brempong, Ohene Uo Bebia Bra. Ohene, Sefori Brempong, Ohene Uo Bebia Bra. You can call Ohene, Sechamatinting, Uo Bebia Bra. So on and on he goes. Then he comes to the turn of the king who is ruling.
I see.
Then we'll call the king, my lord, good morning, or my lord, good evening. Ohene, Machieku, Majua Bravo.
So you replicate or you imitate the phrases and the pitch and tone.
That's right.
Of the words.
Of the words.
I see.
Of the words. And though many people don't get what the drama says, we have in every neighborhood some experts who understand the language of the drama and will relate or relay to the people that this is what the drama says. Yes. The drama wants us to come to the palace to start celebrating Adai, to remember our ancestors. So all the drummers will come together. It is an ensemble. These drums are part of a larger group of drums.
Right.
So the drummer, after playing all these and saluting the king, will call other drummers. Divine drummer.
Divine drummer. You're
Divine drummer, come and let's play. Divine drummer, come and let's play.
Give me an example of how you salute the king. Is it just praise names?
Yes.
Okay.
Praise names. Great one. Great among greats. Obrempong, 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 obrempong. Obrempong, obrempong. Great one among greats.
Yes.
I salute you.
Okay.
You are ruling on behalf of all those who passed. So the drummer can tell the new king some of those ancestors who passed away.
I read somewhere some poetry of the drum, and it said the drummer was advising the king to walk slowly,
That's right.
to take care, because he has so much on him.
That's right.
Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay.
And a king must not fall. The royal one must not fall in front of his people. So he mustn't rush. He must take his time and walk majestically. Ohene, go mo bre, 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 bre. Take your time, my lord. Ohene, go mo bre, 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 bre. When the king comes out and with his retinue, with an umbrella over his head,
Yes.
and starts to walk,
Right.
then the drummer will peel some of this language. Ohene, go mo bre, bre, my lord, walk slowly.
That's right.
Great one, walks majestically. Obrempong, nante bre, bre, bre.
Do you also play prayers or proverbs, or what other kinds of literature do you play?
We have many proverbs for the atumpang and other drums. And we have one like a path that crosses the river. The river that crosses the path. Which came first?
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Then in the end, you'll find out that the river was there long ago.
Really?
It was from the Creator.
Okay. The water.
Yes. Okwang presio, esio pro okwang. That's a path crosses a river crosses a path. Okwang presio, esio pro okwang. So this is the piece. Then there's another proverb.
Right.
The cola tree. The cola tree.
Yes.
Always you find these ants, red ants, clinging to the cola tree. They don't chew and they don't sell, but always they are on the cola tree.
What do they do?
What do they do? So it is a puzzle. And if you want to go and get a cola, they will be biting you.
Oh.
So always there is a big question. Red ant on a cola tree. It doesn't chew and it doesn't sell. What is red ant doing on the cola tree? Unhoho seng bisesu, unhoho seng bisesu, until untong, unhoho seng bisesu.
I was thinking I want to be a red ant for our ancestors.
That's
if
right.
anybody messes with our ancestors,
That's
I'm
right.
going to bite them.
That's right.
I'm going to
So
fight
there
them.
are many proverbs.
Yeah. Is there anything, I mean, here, you know, in the language, in the poetry, in a lot of the cultural affairs, they sing songs that chastise people. You know,
Yes.
if you're doing wrong, they will tell you, put your business in the street in a song.
That's right.
Does the drummer also do that kind of literature?
That's right. The drummer has some of them.
Like,
if there are troublemakers
Right.
around,
yes.
the drummer can say some things to them to make them back off. That's right.
Okay, okay.
Moye kro kro kwa. You talk, but there is nothing in your talk. That's what the drummer says. Moye kro kro kwa. Sometimes the drummer will say, you are like little chickens. You don't know where you are going. And your mother wants you. So go to your mother.
I see. So if you're in the community and you're doing something you shouldn't be doing and you're a kid, the drummer can do that, can tell you that on the drum.
To insult some people.
He doesn't have to tell you to stop, but he can play it on the drum.
That's right. If the king is sitting in state and is speaking and he can't really hit the nail on it, yes, the drummer can play something for the king to really sit up and get going, because it appears he's becoming weak. Ohene o baby odum, ohene o baby onya, ohene o baby ofetefre, ohene o baby akaka pem. Then the king will realize.
Will hear what's.
That's right. That he must really be a man.
What is the composition? You said other drums play with you. What are the other drums? And they have flutes, which do a similar thing. On the horns, they talk.
That's right. We have bigger two.
The front
for the front from.
Right.
And we have the little ones, the percussions.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Then we have the gong, the gongo. That's right. And we have one that is played when the king is walking.
Yes.
You don't dance to it. It's like the march. They walk with it. And when they are seated, then there is one they play. We have some for the men. We have some for the queen and the royals, the females. We have some for funerals.
What would you play for females?
Playing for the females.
Yeah.
We have that one is with other drums.
Oh, I see.
That's right. Playing music.
Okay. Do you play adwa on these drums?
Yes, with the others.
Oh, okay.
The gong.
And that was for, it used to be for funerals.
Yes.
But now it's more popular.
Yeah, it's more popular for social activities.
Right.
That's right.
Okay.
Because the king and his advisors and his elders, they play a role in the palace. But in the society too, we have the leader of the women, who is the queen.
The queen mother.
That's right, the queen mother. Okay. So they give her a chance to come and express herself with all the women folk, yes, at the palace. So we have some people like the public relations, who really conduct some of these affairs for the female to come in. But when these drums play alone, they are for communication.
I see.
They give something like the Morse codes. So these drums started long ago, before the Morse codes.
Right.
That's right. If there is a fire outbreak, the drummer will play something, and all those people afar in their farms, they will come to the village to put out the fire. Mumra, mumra, come, mumra. Come in your numbers. Mumra bre. Mumra bre. Not come in your numbers, but come right now. We need you right now.
I want to ask you something which might not fit particularly into rhythm, but do you know anything about, because drummers were so very important, historically, going back to when my ancestors were brought here, was there anything that was played on the drums which talked about slavery, which talked about what was happening?
There was always some feeling for those who crossed the ocean. So always it's like a loved one leaving
Right.
and you don't see that person.
Okay, so they played a little something.
They played a little something in Fonton from.
Okay.
Like when they play Demerifedwe, they play and it incorporates all those people we've lost, not only in Africa,
Okay.
but across the ocean.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking that I want to thank you for being here with us. And if someone would like to get in touch with our brother here, you can get in touch with Ancestor House. My phone number has been on the screen, I hope. Or you can get in touch with, well, if you're on the internet, go to ancestorhouse.net or look me up. Do you have a website?
Yes.
What is your website?
KOAYIM@comcast.net.
And thank you for being at Ancestor House. And remember, you can reach us and we will put you in touch with our great brother here. And we need to learn more about the richness and the power of our arts. This is just a little bit. I'll see you next week. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Okay. Wow. Please
show the world we are family. Take my hand, brother, we are family. You help me, I'll help you stand. We are family. It's a gift from God. We are family. We're so blessed, we are family. We're the people of Africa. We're the African family. Family home in the motherland. Families scattered across the sea.